Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Ready. Drill 52.
Throwing first play is Ritter. And incomplete to open things up. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Ritter now on second down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Buying time to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line for the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Check steal. Ready.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard.
Check strike.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
That's complete to Robinson. And I think the ball's out. Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through.
Punch the shit out of that ball.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go ultra.
In motion is Anderson. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And London motioning left. On 2nd down, Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Black ultra. Black shot.
In motion, the tight end.
Blue stripe. Check white. Ready.
On play action, here's Ritter. They'll roll him out right. This pass is caught by London. Touchdown! Drake London, 29 yards. And the Falcons have come back within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach knows to turn up the heat. Turns out there pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
A couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game out in a second. Extra point line cool, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A throw over the middle, taken in. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd down and 3. Now it's Herbert. They'll find Williams on the sling. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he did it, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Again, Herbert. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as a sack for a loss of 5. Tight task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escapes the sack, but leading the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Herbert on 1st down now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And down inside the 15 he goes. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Option play here, Spiller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
They'll run here with Spiller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Isaiah Spiller taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ritter. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Hey, computer.
Third and long now. Ritter under pressure, and they got to him again. Loss of 10 is multiple defenders.
Just yelling onto that ball too long.
Now they're starting to pile up,
What the
Charles,
fuck
and
you
that
doing?
front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Black Ultra.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Blue stripe. Red, yellow.
Ritter now. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On the set. Steel, black. Drill green, bond red.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown ball. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Bro, this shit so annoying, man.
Kickoff here, 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So fucking annoying.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL.
Force the ball in double coverage. Then force it in triple coverage. Shit annoying as fuck, man.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a
6-4-11.
half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And quickly, they get to the line. Herbert going to change the play here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
He finds his man complete. That's Vasquez. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback over this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now they'll audible to something else. On second down, Spiller looking for space. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Vasquez. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
In motion is Anderson. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. Caught out left side by Robinson.
Well, how he blocking me mid-play? Like he blocking me while the ball's in there.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Black Ultra. Ready.
They'll run for it with Robinson. Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a 1st down.
Ultra. Go Ultra.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
They'll send Kirk in motion right.
Blue strike.
Ritter to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Ritter off the play fake. Into the hands of London. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 10-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. We are on tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there. After taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section.
There he goes, left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. An option handoff to Spiller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And they'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Back to the conclusions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A read option. Here's Algier. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he stopped immediately there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Ritter. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
On for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case, because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now Herbert, and this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
Man, I'm so tired of these boys dropping the ball. One-on-one coverage on the outside. It should be mossing the fuck out of these things.
They missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert now to throw. Drops it underneath to Spiller. And he will have a Charger 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Now, Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.